Hey guys, this is Jennifer with Fuck the Underdog. The words won't let me read them. Today we're going to talk about me being the fixer of everything. All my life, I have been the person who digs in and fixes things. It's kind of a running joke at my business web, Spark Media. If something's wrong and you can't figure it out, go to Jen. She's the fixer of everything. I even have a little placard sitting on my desk that says that, which is kind of hilarious. So how did this come about, me being the fixer of everything? How this came to fruition was, as a child of a broken marriage and some alcohol and drug abuse, basically I became the fixer. And if things were broken, if people were in a bad mood, so on and so forth, I would step in and help fix it. As I said in a previous podcast, my father's been married 8 times. And when he married his second wife, she was a much older lady, and she wasn't really prepared to take on 3 small children. And she was kind of abusive, and by kind of I mean ridiculously abusive. And I would step in and protect my sister and brother and fix problems so that they wouldn't get hit. And I think it all kind of stems back to that kind of childhood where I had to step in and fix things so bad things didn't happen. It had a huge impact on my life and led me down a lot of really crooked paths, but it's also my superpower. I truly believe there is no situation that I cannot fix or overcome because I have so much experience and so much faith in myself that I know I can step up to the plate, and generally I can come up with a solution. I can come up with a pivot, I can change directions, so on and so forth, and I'm pretty creative when it comes to fixing things. The other impact of this ridiculous behavior, however, is that I try to fix people all the time, particularly men I date. I step in and find probably the most broken toys that there are on this planet, and I try to fix them. Typically alcoholics, narcissists, people with drug abuse problems, so on and so forth. And somewhere in my life, I heard it mentioned that you kind of replay the trauma in your childhood to try to fix it to a solution that satisfies your mind. What does that mean? It means if you had a traumatic childhood where abuse happened over and over again at the hands of, say, an alcoholic, you will tend to gravitate towards alcoholic to relive that experience and work on fixing them to the fortuitous outcome because you couldn't fix it as a child. Now, I just heard this. I don't know if that's true or not, but it seems to be the pattern of most of my adult life. And so all my life, I've been running around trying to fix other people, fix situations, just fix, right? I have a tool belt that's a mile wide. I literally can fix anything. But I've never turned that focus on myself. And so recently, almost 50 days ago to be exact, I joined a group called Apex, and I also started 75 Hard. Now, this is the first time in my life where I have decided to fix myself. Now, I have gone to therapy in the past when I dated a narcissist and he really wrecked me, and I did do work on some emotional trauma and things like that. But this is the first time in my life where I have made a conscious decision to enrich my life, not just to fix a trauma from another person, but to actually enrich my life to become a better person. And so I've turned that camera on myself and that fixer attitude on myself to become a more awesome whole human, which is pretty awesome. I've taken care of myself all my life, but simply surviving isn't what I'm talking about here. It's going past survival to extreme success, extreme motivation, extreme happiness and fulfillment. And so I have taken all the fixer of everything and I've turned it into fixer of Jen. So I've decided there's no more dating broken men. Don't do this. You cannot fix people. I swear to you, you cannot. I've tried every way, shape, every form. You can't fix people. So don't try. Only they can fix themselves. And so I've stopped collecting these broken toys. Don't do this. Don't be that guy that goes out trying to fix people. People are who they are. You got to meet them where they're at. And if you can accept that, you really need to...
Daisy, knock it off.
You really need to find another hobby because that's not going to get you anywhere. So now I've stopped with the losers. I've stopped with the broken toys, and I've really, focused on myself for the last 50 days. And I have to tell you, the things that this is reminiscent of is like running my business. I've always worked on my I've worked on my culture. I've worked on sending them to coaching and training so that they can enrich themselves, but I've never actually done that for myself in business as well. And since I have made that decision, my business is thriving. I am, I've lost weight. I'm a more whole, complete human. I've set a standard for what's acceptable and how I'm treated. I have lost some friends along the way, and that has not been my favorite thing, but I feel like I'm just like cleaning out the garbage of all these broken toys I've collected, and I'm jettisoning them out of my life so that I can have high quality relationships that are fulfilling and add happiness and joy to my life, people that are on my same level and whatnot. So if you want to do something similar with yourself, I strongly suggest you get a mentor. I strongly suggest you join a high-level group. And I strongly suggest that you take a good hard look at yourself and start working on what's wrong. I've been overweight the majority of my life, and I think a big part of that was sort of like an insulation or a security to keep people away from me, because then I could use the excuse, well, if I'm fat, then maybe they can't reject me because of me. They can reject me because of how I look. And I'm working on these things in this self-talk and imposter syndrome and all that stuff. So if you think that you're holding yourself back, and chances are 100% that you are, do not try to fix other people. Turn that camera right around, join a group, get in front of other people who are on your level or higher, and really focus on yourself and fix those things that only you can change. Thank you and have a great day.